Welcome, explorer of worlds, to our video. Let's dive right in. In the heart of the land of shadow and flame, one structure stands as a testament to the dark will of its creator, Barad-dûr, the fortress of Sauron, the Dark Lord. Crafted in the fires of ambition and forged with the power of the One Ring, this towering citadel is not merely a piece of architecture. It is a symbol of the enduring struggle between the light of hope and the shadows of tyranny. Today we journey into the heart of Mordor to uncover the lore, legacies, and the epic saga of Barad-dûr. Before his fall to darkness, Sauron was a Maia of Aule the Smith, learning craftsmanship that he would later twist in his quest for dominion. His architectural masterpiece, Barad-dûr, was not only a fortress but a symbol of his unbreakable will, designed to endure as long as the One Ring existed. Its construction utilized the fiery chasms of Mount Doom, marrying malice with mastery to create a stronghold that was as indestructible as Sauron's ambition. Barad-dûr's construction began in the Second Age around the year 1000, reaching completion nearly 6 centuries later, with the dark spires of the tower rising from the black lands of Mordor. Sauron's deep understanding of architecture, combined with the malevolent energies of the One Ring, allowed him to create a fortress that was more than stone and mortar. It was a nexus of his power, imbued with the ability to withstand the sieges of time and war. Its location, near the fiery chasms of Mount Doom, ensured that Sauron's dominion over his lands remained unchallenged, a dark beacon of his rule. Barad-dûr's architecture was a reflection of Sauron's essence. Every tower and dungeon was designed to instill despair in the hearts of his enemies. The fortress was strategically placed to exert control over Middle-earth, with its towers serving as beacons of Sauron's omnipresence. Its construction marked the beginning of the Dark Lord's reign of terror, casting a long shadow over the free peoples. In response to the great threat that Sauron represented, the free people of Middle-earth united in a desperate attempt to stave off the shadow. It was known then what would happen if Sauron was permitted to follow through with his ambitions. The siege of Barad-dûr in SA 3441 was the culmination of the last alliance between elves and men. Let's highlight a few of the heroes of the last alliance. Elendil, standing tall among men, was not only a warrior of great prowess, but a leader whose very presence inspired hope. Wielding Narsil, a blade that gleamed with the light of the stars, he symbolized the unity and resilience of the free peoples. The shattering of Narsil upon his fall would later symbolize the fractured kingdoms of men, but its reforging into Anduril, the Flame of the West, by Aragorn, Elendil's descendant, marked the renewal of hope and the rekindling of a united front against the darkness. Isildur and Anarion, heirs to Elendil's legacy, played pivotal roles in the siege of Barad-dûr. Their valor on the battlefield was unmatched, leading their forces against overwhelming odds. Anarion's tragic death under the shadow of Barad-dûr not only deeply affected Isildur, but also highlighted the personal costs of the war. Isildur's later decision to keep the One Ring, influenced by his grief and the heavy losses of the war, set in motion events that would shape the Third Age. Gil-galad, wielding the mighty spear Eglos, whose chill was feared by foes, stood as the embodiment of the elves' enduring opposition to Sauron. His leadership, wisdom, and martial skill made him a central figure in the alliance. His ultimate sacrifice in combat with Sauron underscored the desperate stakes of the conflict and the immense power of the enemy they faced. Gil-galad's death marked the end of an era for the elves and the beginning of their slow fade from Middle-earth. Elrond and Círdan, lieutenants under Gil-galad, brought their wisdom, courage, and experience to the forefront of the battle. Elrond, future Lord of Rivendell, would carry the weight of these memories into the Third Age, counseling caution and wisdom in the face of renewed threats. Círdan, the shipwright, guardian of the Grey Havens, stood as a beacon of hope for those seeking passage from Middle-earth. Their contributions extended beyond the battlefield, shaping the cultural and political landscapes of the free peoples in the ages to come. A discerning observer might question the absence of the Istari, or wizards, during the siege of Barad-dûr and the broader conflict of the Last Alliance. According to J.R. Tolkien's writings, all the Istari, including Gandalf, Saruman, Radagast, and the Blue Wizards, arrived in Middle-earth around the year TA 1000 of the Third Age. While there has been speculation, including by Tolkien himself, that some of the Istari, particularly the Blue Wizards, might have arrived earlier, the established lore is that they were not present in Middle-earth during the Second Age or the Last Alliance's battle against Sauron. For example, Círdan the shipwright gave Narya, the Ring of Fire, to Gandalf upon his arrival in the Third Age, underscoring the timing of their mission. Regardless of their exact arrival, it is clear the Istari were tasked not with direct confrontation against Sauron in his earlier rise to power, but were meant to inspire and guide the peoples of Middle-earth in their resistance against him, highlighting their strategic absence from direct military engagements like the Last Alliance. These great heroes led their people in a desperate siege against Barad-dûr that lasted 7 years. The Alliance's sacrifice and heroism were pivotal, culminating in the direct confrontation with Sauron, where Isildur famously severed the One Ring from Sauron's hand, leading to a temporary cessation of the Dark Lord's reign. Though the Last Alliance emerged victorious, Barad-dûr's foundations tied to the power of the One Ring remained unbroken. The Dark Tower's partial destruction was not the end, it was a mere pause in the Dark Lord's ambition. Sauron's essence endured, lying dormant, waiting for the Ring's call. This persistence highlights the deep connection between Sauron's power and his dark citadel, underscoring the importance of the One Ring in maintaining the fortress's dominion. By TA 2951, whispers of Sauron's return stirred the air. The Dark Lord, drawing strength from the shadows, began the meticulous reconstruction of Barad-dûr, signaling a new era of darkness. This resurgence was not merely a rebuilding of stone, but a rekindling of the flames of war, with the tower once again becoming the heart of Sauron's vast, malevolent networks, orchestrating the movements of his armies and the subjugation of Middle-earth under his will. The Eye of Sauron atop the Dark Tower serves as a chilling symbol of his watchfulness and malice. In Tolkien's narrative, this metaphorical eye represents Sauron's pervasive spirit, an emblem of his attempt to exert control and instill fear across Middle-earth. Unlike the fiery, literal eye depicted in film adaptations, the books present a more nuanced symbol of Sauron's omnipresence, a reminder of his ceaseless search for the One Ring and his intent to crush any opposition. The One Ring was intrinsic to Barad-dûr's power and Sauron's dominion. Its creation allowed for the tower's indestructibility, and its destruction heralded the fortress's fall. On March 25, 3019 TA, when Frodo Baggins destroyed the One Ring in the fires of Mount Doom, Barad-dûr's foundations crumbled, marking the definitive end of Sauron's reign and the liberation of Middle-earth from his shadow. The fall of Barad-dûr and the destruction of the One Ring brought about seismic changes in Mordor and Middle-earth. The landscape, long blighted by Sauron's malice, began a slow process of healing, symbolizing the triumph of hope and resilience over despair. The legacy of Barad-dûr and the Eye of Sauron endure in the collective memory of Middle-earth, serving as reminders of the cost of vigilance against the forces of darkness. Barad-dûr's story is a saga of ambition, resilience, and the enduring struggle between light and darkness. From its towering spires to the eye that surveyed Middle-earth, the Dark Tower remains a symbol of tyranny and the indomitable spirit of those who stand against it. As we wrap up this journey through the shadows of Middle-earth, remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed exploring the lore of Barad-dûr with us. If you want to stay tuned for more captivating tales from the realm of fantasy, don't forget to subscribe and join our fellowship. Until next time, may your adventures be as epic as the legends of Middle-earth. Thanks for watching.